Hello everyone, and what a video lineup I have for you today. Foxhole's dev stream happened yesterday, and oh my god, what a dev stream it was. Update 1.0 is set to be released on the 28th of September and has been branded the Inferno update. Before the stream started, if you follow me on Twitter, if you don't, it's twitter.com/wolfieblazing, then you would have seen my initial tweet as soon as I saw the name. But before we get into the most exciting parts of this giant update, let's unpack what there is coming in. I'll be honest though, there is a huge amount of content to break up, so this video will be broken into at least 2 parts, so then it's not too huge of a video. The long-awaited train update is finally here, complete with trains and a wide variety of different carriages and carts that come with it. The train that's being added is the BMS Black Bolt, a streamlined black train complete with a funnel which puts out smoke, which is quite a nice little touch. I'm hoping there's a whistle, so please Devman, add whistles if you haven't already. The train comes complete with 2 roles in the engine room, the driver and the fireman. The fireman is able to throw coal into the engine to make it move faster, however this is going to be mentioned later on. Not only this, but the train update is complete with car management, fully giving the player control of how and where the carts go in the train convoy. This not only allows for full streamlined mobility of what resources are prioritized for storage at the end of the line, but also allows the player to set up fully functioning defenses to protect the precious cargo it carries. Players have now been given the tools to build railways that span the entire map, from north to south or from east to west. It's completely up to the community. Players have control of the railway. All rail networks are designed by players for the players, taking the MMO into a new era of player cooperation. Train switches and train tracks are all included in this phenomenal update. After so long, I'm so excited to see trains being added into the game. Both factions have their own variant of armoured train cars. The Wardens have been given a dual-turreted car called the O'Brien Warsmith V215. Which looks amazing, complete with full 360 degrees of freedom for security and protection. The Colonials have been given an awesome looking car called the Aegis Steelbreaker K5A. This beautiful machine is complete with machine guns on both sides of the car and another machine gun on top with full 360 degree coverage. It kinda reminds me of the original World War I tank. Probably the biggest game-changing part of this update, short of completely reworking how big clans can operate their logistics, is the addition of mobile Stormcannons. The train artillery, called the Tempest Cannon RA-2, is quite literally a storm cannon that can move, completely changing the battlefield forever with its addition. A curious question to be asked is whether or not the cannon will be shown on the map when it's built, similar to how the current storm cannons are once they are. As I very briefly mentioned, railway logistics is coming to Foxhole. Complete with the train management and the player-built railways, this should completely overhaul the way not only logistics players operate and run their operations in the mid to late war, but it will also heavily influence how partisans operate behind enemy lines. Railway logistics allows the player to move vast amounts of resources across a very large distance in a relatively short period of time. Backline logistics is about to become a whole lot more important, as well as the clan logistics operations of moving supplies around the world. Partisaning, which is going to be targeting heavy areas of enemy infrastructure, is also going to become more important. Before the announcement of the update properly began, the developers were talking about the future of Foxhole and unveiled their plans for the next 6 months of development. Update 50, commonly called the second part of the 1.0 update, or the development name of the Inferno update, will be released later this month, marking the final part of the 1.0 update set for the development of Foxhole. In December, there is set to be a minor update, mostly reserved for bug fixes, improvements, and game balance, whilst also introducing some small new features. Mostly I'm expecting this to be new features of adding, refining, or removing some of the newest features they've added in this update to ensure the game runs well and works well. Early 2023 is set to have yet another update, similar to the December update, but likely adding some features they've yet to announce for one reason or another. 2023 and beyond, they're planning on updating and improving the game for many years to come. And whilst I've made many videos pointing out the various flaws and the issues I've found within the game in many hours of playing, I do genuinely love this game. And I'll be honest, the developers will be hard pressed in releasing content that can beat the long awaited Trains update. The overall working of the industry is set to be getting a complete rework. Player-built industrial bases are set to become the new heart of the logistics machine. All are fully designed by players to improve and enhance the logistics of their entire factions. The new facilities are being added into the game, which ties in completely with the workings of the industry. Power is an essential part of the modern war industry and is now being introduced into the heart of the game. In order to run your industry, you'll need brand new electricity production buildings. Not only this, but automated mining is also being added to harvest materials in the late game without playing the 3D version of Cookie Click. Streamline the harvesting of materials to power the ever-growing industry the war machine needs. New resources are being added into the game to produce all of the new parts of it. The addition of coal is going to be an integral part of most of the industry from what I can gather. If it's placed within the industrial era, which is kind of when it is, coal is currently confirmed to so far be used in trains. However, I do suspect it's going to be used very heavily in the production of electricity, which is going to make it a heavily sought after resource just with this regard in any case. Water management also seems like it's going to be an integral part of any logistics hub, likely to be included in power management to ensure generators don't overheat or something. I'm certainly interested in seeing how this is set to be implemented as a core part of the system. It is worth noting the logistics facilities are not yet a complete replacement for logistics towns. Logistics towns are still set to be a core aspect of the game with regards to resource compilation. Judging by the image shown to us of an overview of the new incoming resources, it is a safe bet to say there is likely going to be steel being added into the game, most likely to be used in the construction of railways. However, the rest of the images are a mystery to me, so I shall be doing some more research. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. This has been an overview of the new upcoming logistics update, and in the next video we'll be discussing the addition of new vehicles, new weapons, and flamethrowers. It is going to be amazing to see how combat changes on the battlefield. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, check out my Twitter in the description, and join my Discord to get announcements of new and upcoming videos with sneak peeks into their development. Adios.